Hi everyone, welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee. I hope you're having a very blessed day. Today we are going to continue our Bible journaling in Proverbs, and today I am focusing on actually Proverbs chapter 4, this first section here, verses 1 through 7. So let me read that. It says, "Listen, sons, to a father's discipline, and pay attention so that you may gain understanding, for I am giving you good instruction. Don't abandon my teaching. When I was a son with my father, tender and precious to my mother, he taught me and said, 'Your heart must hold on to my words. Keep my commands and live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Don't forget or turn away from the words of my mouth. Don't abandon wisdom, as she will watch over you. Love her, and she will guard you. Wisdom is supreme, so get wisdom. And whatever else you get understanding.'" Oh my gosh, y'all, I love this. I love especially the don't abandon my teaching part. I think it is so pertinent right now with how society is. And gosh, there's just so much that could be said about that. But one of my dear sisters in Christ, as well as a sister in Bible journaling, posted on one of our Facebook groups. She Bible journaled this little section, and she used kind of like the Dick and Jane pictures, like the 1950s kind of pictures. And I just loved it. I've done a page like that in the past with like those vintage characters. And so it really brought me back to that. And I really love this about how we are not to abandon the teaching that we were taught as young children, and how don't forget or turn away from the words that were taught to you by others. I just love that whole thing. So I love the whole retro going back. And for me, I just loved Norman Rockwell. I loved his just images of the simpler life and the past life, and just, families all together, and fathers teaching their children, and fathers as the head of the household and all that. And this is talking about, listen, son, to a father's discipline. And we really need a lot more of that in today's society. So this is kind of like a flashback memory. When I first started doing artwork, I actually would take Norman Rockwell, and I don't think this is one of them. This is just like an image from, like a children's book. But this was a Norman Rockwell. It says right there, Norman Rockwell. I think this one was, and I think both of, if I'm not mistaken, I think both of these are as well. But when I first started learning to draw, I would take a lot of his pictures, especially for the faces, when I was learning to draw faces, and I would draw and sketch his images in my sketchbook. So this is kind of bringing back to my childhood, and just bringing back some good memories. So we're going to have a little flashback today. So I have a brown, we'll get working, and I have a brown, just Prismacolor pencil. I'm going to highlight this whole section because this is what I'm going, this is what I'm focusing on. And I've got some stickers on the back page, and so I could feel my pencil catching on those stickers, but that's okay. And I like to just kind of do this on some things I highlight, and then I'm going to kind of go around and just, do it again. I like having like little squiggly marks, and just, I don't want it all to be even. I just kind of want to do that. And then this one is what I'm really focusing on this. Don't abandon my teaching. That as well. I mean, don't forget or turn away from the words of my mouth. Keep my commands and live. Just literally everything in this is so powerful, and wisdom is supreme. So get wisdom, and whatever else you get understanding. So I just printed out some pictures that I found of Norman Rockwell's, and then this one as well. I liked this one about the whole family, like kind of like going on an outing together with the father as the lead. But this one kind of reminded me of patriotism with the flag, and how families used to get together on a regular basis and celebrate the country, celebrate God, celebrate what it means to be American. This picture reminds me of, again, the flag and being in church. I mean, when was the last time you saw an American flag in a church? I mean, it's very rare nowadays that you do, but I loved this you know, the whole family sitting together. I love this where he's instructing his son in church again, is what I'm assuming. These look like pews. Here he is, you know, he came home from work, it looks like, and he is spending time with his children and reading to them. When was the last time you looked in a house and saw a father doing this? It's very rare nowadays, which I find so sad. But I love this, and I love the fact that my husband used to read to my son growing up, as well as myself. I used to read to my son as well, but you know, this is just, it kind of brings me back to a simpler time. And then this one, I'm just thinking they're all going out on a fun outing together as a family. So I just downloaded these from the internet, just printed it on regular copy paper and just cut them out. So that's all I did there. Easy peasy. I, you know, don't have to draw anything. So what I'm thinking of doing is I have a few of these little pieces. So this is like all the months of the year plus all the days of the year. So I'm thinking, you know, we should remember the teaching, remember this teaching, the biblical teaching, 7 days a week, every single month of the year, every single day of the year. So I'm going to take my distress ink, my vintage photo, and I'm just going to distress these little things up a little bit. Since, you know, it's like vintagey, I'm going to make these a little vintagey since I don't want it to be like stark white. So all I'm doing here is just inking up the edges, the sides, and then I'm kind of going to go in and just kind of, you know, make it look old a little bit. Just put some ink on in the middle part. I'm going to do that with all of these. This one says Dad. You probably won't be able to see it on this one, but you know, I know it's there, and it just kind of gets rid of any of the white along the edge. And then I'm going to do the same with this. I had this, probably got it in like, you know, where those little packages for planners, you know, the happy planning type thing. And I'm going to ink this one up. And this one kind of reminded me of, you know, like a teacher's, you know, clipboard or something, you know, or a coach's clipboard or something like that. And again, this is like all about teaching, and I'm just going to put some ink here and mess it up a little bit. Yeah, just, you know, like a teacher's clipboard or something. So I had to do with teaching and such. And then this was probably in that same kit. And I think that it all begins in the home. So I have this house here with the heart, and, you know, the health of society begins in the home. And I think this kind of shows that as well, and what you're taught at home. Okay, so that was it. You know what? Actually, I'm going to ink these pictures up as well. These little papers up so they're not so stark white. And it kind of makes them pop too. Anytime you ink something up on the edges, it makes it pop out from the background. These probably not so much because they're already so dark, but we'll just do it anyways. Yeah, I just love these pictures. It brings me back lots of memories. My dad wasn't around much. He was working. I mean, he was there, but he was working hard, and we would go to church together, and he played ball with us outside and taught us sports and things like that. But I always used to say that I should have been born in the 1950s because I really loved that era. Everything about it, everything I studied about it, I really loved that era, and just, it was a simpler time, no computers. I think that was pretty much the big thing for me. No computers, no cell phones, you know, TV was just, you know, kind of coming out, but it was just a very simpler time, and I think I like that. And so I was always drawn to the Norman Rockwell images. Okay, so then you just need some glue, and we're going to glue this. But I'm trying to set it up and try to see where I want things. Actually, let's see. Okay, so I have these stickers as well. I have these stickers about fathers and dads. I have this sticker. And these. Oh, you know what? Let me grab. There was something else I wanted. Let me grab it real quick if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, I have these as well. And I was looking, it says a house is built with human hands, but a home is built by human hearts. Blessed indeed is the man who hears many gentle voices call him Father. Life is not a matter of milestones, but of moments. I was thinking of putting one of these on this clipboard. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, the strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. That's just what I was just talking about. Okay, I love that one. Okay, let me see if I can. What are these? Are these stickers? These are so old, y'all. I don't even know how to get into this thing. Let's see if it's... Oh my goodness. How do you even get in this? Peel here, it says. I'm trying. Oh, wow. Okay. So let me try to peel from the bottom part. Wow, they're like little windows. Huh. Okay. So I'm gonna grab this one. Put that to the side. And I'm also gonna ink this up a little bit so it's not so white. And try to keep the stickiness. And just kind of grunge it up a little bit. Because, you know, it's supposed to be old. It's supposed to be old. Oh, that fits perfectly. Ooh, happy accident there. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Okay, so if I'm thinking I'm putting this guy here. I have that sticking out. Let's see, we've got this. Maybe he'll go like on an angle. With like dad kind of coming out like that. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, and then let's see. Maybe that up here. Oh boy, I have all these stickers. Okay. Okay, let's glue this first. So grab your glue stick or whatever glue you got. I just use you know, Scotch permanent glue stick. I think I've got a package of these from Sam's Club, I think, or even Amazon. I think that, you know, you can get them on Amazon or Sam's Club or wherever you shop at. But I got a big package. It was like a package of like maybe 24, 25 or something like that for probably like 10 bucks, $9.99 or something. I don't know. It's been a while, but. And I usually go from the back to the front. You know, I layer up. It's easier to glue things down that way. Let's see, he was on an angle. We want to see the whole family up here. Yeah, make sure I can read the quote. But yeah, I hope you all are having a great day. My window is open right now in front of me. I love it. It's that time of year we can open the window. Love it, love it. We have a pretty quiet neighborhood, so I say that now and then watch. Something will happen. But the window's open, got some fresh air coming in here. I'm kind of reminiscing as I, you know, do these Proverbs. I love Proverbs. Gosh, you know, I love pretty much every book of the Bible. I say that all the time. I really do. There's just so much in every book of the Bible for us and for our learning. And this just is really bringing me back to kind of my childhood, even though it wasn't like this, but I love the Norman Rockwell pictures. I would sit there and pore over his, you know, the pictures, like the books, and I think it was on the Saturday Post or something, and so anytime I saw those pictures, I loved it. Let's see, do we have it like this? Like that? Yeah. I don't like things all matchy-matchy and like parallel and perpendicular. I like things on cattywampus and, you know, on angles and such. And if you don't want to cover your words, you can, you know, do all around the words. No problem. I'm just going to glue this down. Have a little bit of it sticking up as a little tab. Ooh, let's get that piece off. Kind of like it's holding it here. Let's get it stuck down there. But yeah, Proverbs is all about getting wisdom and using that wisdom, and something I think this world needs. Lots of prayer and wisdom right now. It's been quite a year, huh? Quite a year. Okay, so I've got all these stickers, and let me find my scissors. So let's see what we got here. So this is about Father's Day, but I like strength, guidance, support, integrity. Oh, I like those. So are those individual stickers or are they a whole? Ooh, it's a whole thing. Okay. I'm going to cut these apart, because I think this is what good fathers do. They give you strength. And for those of you who had tougher childhoods, or don't know your father, or don't have a father who, you know, was anything like this, because I know there's plenty of stories like that. You do have a father in God, and he is our perfect example. But I know it's hard to kind of picture that when you don't have like an earthly father to picture, you know, to base that off of. But I think we all have our own stories of, you know, growing up and such. But the beautiful thing is God is the perfect father, and we can look to him for, you know, all of this, the strength, the guidance, the support. So I'm thinking this picture shows more strength. I don't know, they all do, but this is my reasoning. Woo! Well, it's gonna go right there because it fell right there. That's where God wanted it. Okay, guidance. Oh, this one's guidance for sure. He's guiding him. I mean, this one is too. I guess they all are, but we'll do. Again, I'm gonna do it cattywampus. So guidance, support. I think this one, he's supporting his wife. Maybe she's cooking dinner, or you know what? She's in there taking a bath or something. She's taking a break. He got home from work, and he's giving her some support by reading to the kids while she goes and has some quiet time to herself, maybe. So I'm saying he's giving support here, but he's also teaching and doing a bunch of other things. So we'll put that right there. Integrity. Let's see. Well, taking them to church, hanging out with his family instead of being out with his guy friends. As y'all know, I love giving little stories to my pictures in the Bible. So, you know, that's what he's reading to the kids while the wife's, you know, taking some alone time. He has integrity, I think, in both these pictures. Like, he's taking them to church, he's showing his integrity, and so let's see. I want to put a picture or stamp down here. Let me hold off on this. Let me just stick this right up here for now. Okay, so I have these stickers. This is all about family sticker tablet. And they're like little stickers like this. I don't know where I got this from. Deja Vu's family sticker tablet for $1.99. Probably at either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So I get a lot of things on clearance, but this is all about family, and these colors kind of match. But I was looking at this one, maybe if it'll fit there. I'm not sure if it'll fit, but making it timeless. So, because since we're kind of like going, you know, having like a past, going back, retro kind of look here, you know, these words are timeless. no matter what time you hear them, no matter what part of history you were in, it's timeless. So I think I like that. I don't know if it will really match, but it'll fit. But let's see. Let's see if and then I also wanted to add one of these dates, but we can see if we do it down here, make it timeless, and then we can do integrity kind of on an angle here. Okay, so I'm gonna put integrity here, and then make it timeless right here. Ooh, perfect. Didn't cover the words. We can still read it. Make it timeless. So strength, guidance, support, integrity, family, strength, all this, it's timeless. And these words, of course, the words of God, timeless. Okay. I was going to have Don't Abandon My Teaching as a title, but I think I already know that that's what it is. Bringing me back to the teaching. Okay, so which one of these colors, probably this kind of bluish. Yeah, because it kind of is going with that. And this bluish color was from that era, I guess. I'm gonna ink it up a little so it won't be so bluish anyways. Oh, you know what I should have done beforehand? Before I pulled it out, I should have stamped it. Whoop. Okay, well, we'll just stick it back on here real quick. I'm actually gonna put it, let me move the Bible. I'm gonna put it right here and grab my date stamp and my VersaFine and a piece of junk paper just to test it, because sometimes I do them upside down. So today that I am doing this, I don't know when you're going to see this video, probably soon, as soon as I can get it uploaded, October 9th. So let's see if 2020. It always comes out really nice on one of them. I admire those people who can just, look at that, just like doot, doot, and stamp, and it'll be perfect. Okay, now we gotta see if I can get it on here. It's probably gonna be cattywampus, but that's okay. Yep, but hey, it worked. Get all that off. That's how I clean my stamp, y'all. And I just put it to the side. Okay, let's bring this back. Okay, are we in screen? My book is getting so thick, y'all. I can't, you know, flip it on one side anymore. Yeah, we're just gonna go like this. We'll just stick that there. Make sure I don't smear and there we go. There's our page. Easy page again, but I just love the memories and love the message of this. So it's just some stickers, some cutting and gluing, and here's the page. You can see it up close. So don't abandon the teaching. Remember the teaching and get wisdom. Wisdom is supreme. Whatever you get understanding. So that is Proverbs chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope, my prayer is really that you are enjoying being in the Word and just really soaking it up and getting it in your heart and in your spirit. And for me, when I do pages like this, like a lot of times people will say, well, it's just artwork. You're just kind of, but it is, but it's not. I mean, I'm able to create, but while I'm creating, I'm meditating on these verses. And when I hear a verse of the Bible, I immediately go back to a page. If I did a page on it, I immediately go back to a page that I did. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember what I was feeling that day when I was creating this page, or I remember what Jesus was teaching me that day as I was creating this page. So for me, it's kind of, it's getting these words into my spirit even more by doing pages like this. So I hope it's doing the same for you all. So anyways, thank you again so much for joining me. I am just so blessed to be able to do this and to have time to do this and to spend time with y'all. And I really appreciate you taking the time out and spending time with me. So Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.